It's saying going live, so I'd imagine we are live. Okay, guys, don't forget this is living in Spain. As you can probably see, I haven't got my big shield up. Hope you can see me all right. Picture's okay, sound's okay. We got nobody watching me anyway. Anyway, I've just got back from going out today, doing a bit of droning. So unfortunately, guys, this will be the last daily vlog I'll be doing because I just ain't got the time. I've just rushed back and just made myself a cuppa. I haven't done anything else, so I just can't think I'll be able to do this from tomorrow onwards. So today's the last one. But anyway, all you one of yous that's watching, fantastic. So we're still doing the Q&A. So what happens if I don't finish the Q&A, then I'll add it to my monthly Q&A. Now I've got one coming up this Thursday. So hopefully I can get through as much as I can. So my one person is watching me, top person. Okay, from Michelle Elwood, she asked, please could you tell me how far it is from start of A to the end of D? Now she talked about Campo. If you don't know about Campo, it's a huge urbanization. I better introduce myself, especially if it's your first time on here. One person. Campo is in the Costa Calida, the Murcia region. We're in the southeast of Spain. Campo is about, I don't know, 5 miles away, if that, from the nearest town of Mabron. It's about a 10 to 15 minute drive to the nearest beach. We've got 2 people now, top people. Anyway, she wants to know how far is it from A to D. Now, in the car, I reckon it's about a 10-minute drive in the car. Walking, I wouldn't have a clue. All I can say is you've got to think of Campo is a huge town. It's broken up into 4 sectors and it's in a 5-mile radius. There's about, so people say it's about 5,000 villas there, but in the car, it would take about 10 minutes, to be honest. And you're referring probably more to where the shops are. Now the shops are on A and B, but if you're living over on D, yeah, there's probably a good chance it's going to take you about 10 minutes to get to the shops, be it on A or B. So hopefully, Michelle, that's answered your question. We've got 5 people watching now, 6 people. It's going up now, people coming in. Right, I've got a question from Steve Knowles. Do you ever find driving about you come across some confusing road signs, weird road signs, junctions, and confusing traffic lights? Yes. Simple question, yes. Yeah. I mean, obviously, the main thing is most of the signs you get are very similar to the UK signs anyway, because it's obviously a sort of an EU thing anyway. But some of the road signs are a little bit confusing. The traffic lights tend to be right on the junction. You don't get traffic lights in front of you as well. So they're right. So if you're the car actually on the line, trying to see the light, you need to stick your head up. Yeah, not the best of things. And if you're watching my vids, the roundabouts, you're supposed to use roundabouts the way you're supposed to do. But as far as I'm concerned, in Spain, if you go whatever direction, left or right, you stay in the outer ring. Some people still would do the correct thing. If you're going left, you would go into the center and then go around. Well, in Spain, most of them seem to go around the outer side and then just go off wherever. Yeah, and I found that's the easiest way to deal with roundabouts here in Spain. And I think we'll go on to the next question there. Would you avoid driving in the center of Murcia city? I don't like built-up traffic, especially when you're in a different country. I think the worst country I've been into for traffic yet still is Paris in France. That is just mayhem. It's just everybody just goes wherever they want to go. It's not too bad in Murcia city. I mean, I've only been down there a few times. What I do what I found, which we haven't tried yet, and that's something I want to make a video on as well. Right in the centre of Mercia, not in the centre of Mercia, obviously, on the outside of it, I should say. They've got a big shopping area, and there they got a big IKEA. What's it called? So I'm talking to the wife now. Is it IKEA? What's that IKEA place called? IKEA. Hello, hello, Frank. Paul, nice to see you. Yeah, I forgot it. Wait, anyway, they've got a tram system. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a video of it as well, is catch the tram into the city. That's a far cheaper and probably less cheap because you can park in the car park there for nothing. Get on the tram, go right in the city, and you can probably see all the main bits that you want to see of the city. So it's not horrendous, but yeah, it's like anywhere else where it's built up. It gets busy. It's probably one of the most busiest places that you're going to be on the roads around, especially in this area. On the dual carriageway and toll roads, they're virtually empty. Oh, Richard, Anne-Marie, nice to see you. No, not now, Frank. Yeah, the cities, always busy, traffic jams, blah de blah. But outside that, on the main drag roads, Paul, nice to see you. Okay. Anyway, as everybody's coming in now, I just want to say, guys, because you probably noticed, I haven't got my board behind me. You can probably see my drone stuff that I usually block out. I've only just got back, and unfortunately, this is going to be my daily vlog because I just ain't got the time, guys. So I know some of you want to ask some questions, and I've already got another page of questions here. I'm not going to get through them all. And what I'm going to do is put these questions, and if guys, if you can put your questions below the video, I will put that onto my October video. Now I'm probably going to end up doing 2 quick Q&As for that, because this daily vlog thing is just I just ain't got the time. I only just got in. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Paul's just deleted his. I saw about the Condado thing. Yeah, so what else do I get here? Right, that's right. The land around Campo sold sectors. Can you wander around up into the hills, or is it private farmland? Cheers, Paul. Yeah. Now, anywhere on Campo, whatever sector, there's countryside, as I call it. They call it the Campo. I call it countryside. And you can walk anywhere you like. Obviously, if there's a fence there, then you don't. But there's no, as far as I know, all around Campo, there's no fences. What you will see on the land on a pole will be like a little square sign. It'll be black and white. And what that means is, it means for, hopefully something will verify that as well. But what the black and white sign says, that means somebody can go on that land and shoot the rabbits or whatever. They're allowed to go on that land and shoot. Obviously, this is to keep down the rabbits, because one is myxomatosis. Obviously, another thing is, obviously in Spain, rabies. I've never come across any of those. But yeah, you can walk about where you like. I've walked all over around Campo. There's some fantastic walks. There's no restriction. So you've got no worries. I mean, the back of where I am I did a lot of work at the back there. I've had no problem walking over the tracks and pathways. So not too bad. Oh, Paul. So that's all right. This is still from Steve Knowles. What else have we got? Let's have a look in there. Right, hang on. That's right. All right, the bins around Campo. Do you have to use only the bin at the bottom of your street, or can you use any bin? Yes, you can. You can use any bin on any sector. I've sometimes what I tend to do, because obviously we ain't got bins on our own property. What I tend to do is put all the stuff in a big bag. We have got a dustbin, sorry, I should say, that I just fill it up, put it in the back of the car, and take it out. The bins here on campus I'll get emptied 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes they actually come in the night. Sometimes they come on a Sunday morning. 3 times a week. So those green bins, they're very rarely full up, and if they are, you just use another bin. It says, yeah, just use any bin. Using the bins restricted to certain times of the day. Is that so? And why is it? Oh yeah. So as far as I know, you can use the bins any time of the day and night. Now there is a sort of a curfew hour. And when I see by curfew hour, it doesn't mean you can't be on the streets, but it just means you have to be quiet after midnight. And you'll find all the bars and places where there's music going on around campus, and I believe it's the same down in the Mavron and the port, have to finish by 12 o'clock at night, which is pretty amazing, because if you went down to Belladorm or any other place, that would go on through the night. Now, it's not saying that I've known people around campus having parties to 3 in the morning. I'm right in thinking they need permission for that, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, you can use the bins anytime. I haven't heard anything about. Yeah, the bins, you know, there's some time factor on it. Okay, the next question you asked from Steve Knowles is, what's Christmas like on campus? Yeah, I'll be honest. If you heard that from the wife, they all go to Belladorm, which is about 3-hour drive from there. What they mostly do, they get one of these cheap Christmas dues for about 3 or 4 days. They put themselves up in a hotel. Everything's paid for. I haven't been on one. Usually we get the family come over and whatever. No, there's nothing going on campus. So some of the yeah, all right. Some of the places like the golf club and some of the restaurants will do Christmas dinners. Now I know the Mariposa, the month up to Christmas, they do a special Christmas dinner every Sunday, and it's the same with the golf club. They do a special Christmas dinner. You book it up, and I know some of the hotels down in the port do it. To me, I think it's a bit expensive for what it is, but there's no processions going on. That doesn't start until January. Christmas for the Spanish is a little bit later. It's in January. I think it's the 6th. It's called the Three Kings. They not on campus, so it's mainly for the kids. But yeah, nothing. It's not much going on. There's no, you know, it ain't going to be like flashing lights and Christmas trees and all that sort of stuff. Some people put stuff up in the window, obviously, but nothing special going on here at Christmas. Right, from Jean Knowles. Maybe this is Steve's wife, I don't know. Having stayed on campus, I'm assuming the nearest fire station is probably Mazaron or down at the port, which is 20 minutes away. Suspect a villa probably wouldn't burn down too well due to the lack of timber construction, and would be probably still standing contents. I suppose that would, anyway, what she's getting at is there a fire station near here? And I can't answer that question because I haven't seen a fire station. But what I do know is about a month ago, there was a car caught on fire on B near the shops. And I don't know, well, put it this way, within about 5, when I was there, the fire engine turned up. So it couldn't have been that long because the fire was, and it engulfed the car by then, but it was burning away, and the fire engine turned up and put the fire out. So the fire station must be quite close. It could be in Toltana, which is not far away as well. I haven't seen one myself personally down in Mavron or the port, but there must be around, obviously, because we've got the big Sierra Spooner not too far away from us. Never seen any fires on that mountain yet, but it'd be interesting If anybody knows where the fire station is in the Campo or Mazaron area, that'd be interesting to know. And Richard's, yeah, well, that's happening, Richard, because Haley's keeps on to me about making a pool video, and I've told the wife that we will organise something. When that will be, I don't know, but hopefully it's in my mind now. I'll try and get this pool video done. Let's check the time. We're all right. Okay, so that's from Jean. That's answered. I got a question from Frank here. Frank, it was a sort of question he asked the other day, and I put it into a question really. It would be interesting to see what gardens on Campo grow on their own gardens. What type of beds can be grown? And he said about how about fruit trees? Yeah, good question, that Frank. And I can safely say that my wife, bottom of the garden, she's got her own little garden patch. She had one of these igloo things, but because it's so hot here, the plastic cover just sort of disintegrated after a couple of years. But she's got a cover open, mate, and she grows things like tomatoes. Oh, look, she's come in now. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
You have to speak up a bit. Can't you if you go, hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Anyway, Frank was asking about your
The garden.
Yeah,
the garden.
Your garden patch.
You can grow absolutely anything so long as you have water. Water, obviously, is the key thing. And the only other thing you've got to be aware of is some plants don't like full sun. So trying to find areas of shade. But you can grow all sorts of things. I have grown such a lot of vegetables and fruit. You know, the only thing I'm having problems with, excuse me, is gladiolus.
Can you eat those?
Yeah, can't grow them at all. I can get the greenery, but I can't get the flower.
But you've grown potatoes, don't you, and tomatoes?
I've done potatoes, carrots.
And was it courgettes?
Courgettes,
yeah.
Onions, lots of tomatoes.
I'll be honest, Frank, it's just
and
a quick
herbs.
go over to the market, get your own veg. But yeah,
I like to grow it.
But what I will do, Frank, I will make a video of Jan's vegetable patch, because I know obviously some people will be interested in that, and obviously the main thing is the heat, because the other part of it you did say was how about fruit trees. Well, we've got quite a few. We've got lemons, orange,
pears,
plums, peaches, yeah.
Well, nectarines, and I'm about to put some cherries in. So, and we grow almonds as well.
Paul said, what about lilies?
Lilies, I've got a lily in the garden at the moment. It's about to come up. When we get the rain, it just suddenly springs up. Otherwise, it's dormant. Sorry, I've got a very dry throat.
Not drinking the gin, is it?
No.
Yeah, so, I mean, to be quite honest, what I love about Spain is in the winter period, a lot of our flowers come out, and we get quite a lot of colour in the garden, really. I mean, I'm not into all the flowery stuff, but what I have noticed here in Spain, most of the plants that we grow, have got spikes on, which can be quite lethal, especially when you've got to prune them back and cut them back. You've got to be so careful that you've got your goggles on and wearing some sort of thick gloves, because some of those spikes are quite bad. I mean, both of us have been spiked by them and stuck for our foot. So Frank said, very interesting. Yeah, so that'll be another video on the way. Okay. Right, this is from, what's that? Juan.
Oh,
Juan. Which always asks a lot of questions anyway, but top person. Where does the water come from and electricity generated? Okay, so the water, most of the water that we get, unfortunately, comes from the sea, because we got these big thingies out in the sea there that change the seawater into drinking water. But also, what's fascinating about where we live in Spain, we've got these massive canals that bring water down from, I wouldn't say up from the north, but especially from the middle part of Spain. Most of our water is transported that way, especially for the farmers. And the farmers also rely on recycled water as well, obviously for car washing and things like that. But our drinking water, I'm sure, mostly comes from desalinated, because there is a big one down near the port, and I'm sure that's where it comes from. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, the dog's not died yet. She's been here 4 years. She drinks it all the time. I admittedly drink bottled water because it didn't cost much. I'd pop across the road, get some bottles of water and drink that. But I have drunk out the tap, because all our tea cups of tea that we have comes out the tap, doesn't it? And it hasn't killed us yet. It's amazing, really.
But we do tend to buy a lot of bottled water for drinking cold.
It is a hard water area. The pipes do froth up a bit. That's one thing I've noticed. So yeah, and then Juan's put on there. Oh yeah, where's electricity generated? Good question. Ain't got a clue, because
it's down the road. We've got
what, a solar farm?
Oh no, we've got. No. Well, it's not solar farm. It's just general electricity by Isidora is what we call it. But there's one near the Condado generating bit, small, you know, where the power comes in, and then there's another one just down the road.
Yeah, I mean, Spain's only got 4 nuclear power stations, so I ain't got a clue where obviously the main part of the power comes from, but we have no problem with it. And I think you put on there,
solar panels are just becoming the norm now, because there used to be a heavy tax on it, and they've removed the tax, so now people are actually starting to put solar panels up.
Yeah, anyway, he's also put on it, how much does it cost? Bloody expensive. The electricity in Spain ain't cheap. As far, yeah, your doorbell's gone, so my wife's off now. Yeah, as far as I'm not going to give you the kilowatt to the power, it's expensive. That's all I'm going to say. To be quite honest, I think it's more expensive in the UK power. I mentioned it before. When we first arrived here in Spain, we used to pay every 2 months. Now we pay every month. And to be honest, we're paying about €100 on average, I would say, for the year. Really, sometimes it depends on what the pump's doing. Sometimes it's 80, sometimes it's 120. So on average, it's about €100 a month. Obviously, it all depends on what you're using. Obviously we're using the aircon. We've got fans going. We've got 2 fridges. Well, we've got 3 fridges, thinking about it. So yeah. It all depends on what you want to burn your power on, I suppose. And then you got on there, do you get interruptions? Yeah, of course I do. There's a question there about, I'm coming to Campo on Thursday. Any idea of price structure people are offering on asking prices? Well, that depends on what you're after, really. I mean, you can get property here on Campo, I presume, about 60,000. Some places I've seen 30,000. Depends what you're after. If you're after a 1-bed place, you probably get it for about 30. 2-bed, 60. But I'll be honest, most properties, if you're looking to live in, are well over the 100. Yeah. So I can't really say that because I don't know what you're after, and I'm not a estate agent, but if you look at one of my vids on the playlist, I've got 6 estate agents on campus, so you can go onto their websites. You can just put in the price, 60,000 and whatever, and it'll give you an idea. Some of them actually show you where they are on campus as well, so that's always handy. And Michael's just come in and said my August bill was 298. One thing I will say, we're with the main electricity company here in Spain, Umbrella. There is a cheap rate. I think it starts at somebody can back me up on that. It's a cheap rate. We do our washing in the night. I think it starts at 11 o'clock at night and it goes right through to about 11 in the morning. Obviously, if you use your power, your washing and all things like that. Especially with the pump for the pool, we have to have the pump on during the day as well. So that's burning up power, but that's horrendous. I would get that checked out, Mike. Unless you got a lot of things going, especially if you've got all the aircon machines going on. I never had a bill like that. I think the highest I ever had here since I've been here is about 140, and that's because we had all the aircon machines on. But yeah, that's horrendous. But that does give you an idea, guys, that it's not cheap electricity here. Considering we've got all this sun, you'd think solar panel here would be fantastic, but this hasn't reached this part of Spain, and I don't think it's really reached much parts of Spain, to be honest. Okay, we got Jodie. She's asked on there, until what age are you allowed to drive in Spain, and do you have to have a retest? Well, I've only just got in, Jodie, and I did say yesterday I would have a check on it. All I can think, I haven't got the wallet on me. I think once I'm 65, maybe, I don't know. All I know is I think once you get to 70, you have to have a medical. And my dad was in his 80s before he died, and he just went to the doctors. He didn't have fantastic hearing, didn't have fantastic eyesight. He paid the doctor 40 euros, as long as he got the certificate. Now I know when you transfer your driving license, your UK license to a Spanish license, you have to have a medical. I think it was 40 euros, and you do a quick, simple eye test with your glasses on, and you're supposed to do an awareness test as well, where you follow some dots down a road or something. We didn't do that here, but apparently you're supposed to do that. We didn't do that ourselves. Now, obviously, with this Brexit thing, there has been rumours about if you don't get your license sorted, you might have to take a Spanish test. But that's a rumour, and as always, if it happens, it happens. If it don't happen, so there's no point in speculating at the moment until that's solved. Anyway, guys, I've got a couple more minutes before we go. I'm just going to let you know, guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks for persevering with this. This was only a test, really. I wanted to see if I could do a whole month of daily vlogs. Anyway, I just only got back today. I've been out flying, and I haven't got the time, really. So I've decided to just come in and told the wife quick. I said, that's it. So I won't be doing any more daily vlogs. What I'm going to do, if you have got any questions, put them below the video. On Thursday, I've got a Q&A coming out anyway, which I do every month. And any questions I get, I haven't even checked yesterday's questions yet. I will put that on another video for October. And if I've got a load, then I'll probably do 2 Q&As for October. But this is the last day of the daily vlog. I'm just finding I haven't got the time. Yeah, I know it's only a half-hour slot, but I enjoy going out exploring. I don't want to start rushing about, trying to get back. I don't want to let you lock down as well, but it's just my test didn't work. But anyway, I know a lot of you have enjoyed it, which is the main thing. Yeah, you're keeping me busy, Mary. Keep me on my toes. Patricia, thanks you for popping in. So yeah, this is the last one, guys. I might give it another go later on in the year or next year. I don't know. I might do a daily vlog where I actually pre-record it from the previous day. Maybe that'd be a bit better for me, because I can put things up. When you do it live, I can't show you things or get it planned anyway. And today it just didn't go right. I just virtually got in the door. I just made myself a quick cup of tea. My wife had to come in and give me a hand as well. But I hope you understand. Hope you enjoyed it. That's the main thing. But I'm always happy to, if you've got a question, especially if you're coming to my park, Campo, but I can't give you information on properties and things like that. But it's that time now, guys. Hope you enjoyed everything. That's what it's all about. I will catch you next time on one of my videos, but for now, it's adios amigos. Keep safe, enjoy your life. That's what it's all about, and I'll catch you next time.